4 days after Bill Clinton's blood was secretly drawn in the map room of the White House, the world awoke to horrific news from overseas. Terrorists detonated a large truck bomb outside the United States Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya. And a few minutes later, another truck bomb slammed through the U.S. Embassy in neighboring Tanzania. Nearly 250 people were killed, including 12 Americans, and 4,500 more were seriously wounded.
We will do whatever we can to bring the murderers to justice.
It would be the first time many Americans would hear the names Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden.
When the FBI was focused on examining Monica Lewinsky's dress, guess what? There were a couple of dozen residents of Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states learning how to take off in an airplane, but not to land. Shouldn't we, with the benefit of hindsight, say to ourselves, what's important?
Throughout the summer of 1998, Ken Starr's prosecutors were under immense pressure to complete their report and send it to Congress.
Judge Starr wanted to move forward with referral as early as the end of July. And I was very concerned, as were several others, that we didn't yet have the type of evidence that we needed.
Most notably, they had not yet heard from President Clinton.
The last person to talk to is the main participant, and that is President Clinton. And he's not going to appear voluntarily.
We got the brush off, and so ultimately we subpoenaed him.
David Kendall, the president's lawyer, called me and said, I want to work out a deal.
The two sides would agree that President Clinton would testify for 4 hours on August 17, 1998.
It's going to be at the White House, but it's going to be live. It's going to be piped into the grand jury.
It was very clear, obviously, that this was an historic event where a sitting president of the United States is testifying under oath about a criminal matter that he is the subject of.
We just hoped that what we would be met with was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We did a mock examination of President Clinton. Obviously, he couldn't come participate in that, so we used Hickman Ewing.
They got me to come up from Little Rock to play the president. I watched the video of his deposition in the Jones case. Even the mannerisms, you know, when he would do this or he'd drink water. I mean, I was going to really try to play the role.
We knew that part of his strategy was going to be to try to run out the clock.
Hick's an old Southern boy, and he did a very good job of the long-winded narrative answer.
Bob Bittman questioned me. And did you ever give any gifts to Monica? Well, now, Mr. Bittman, down south, you know, we give presents. You know, I remember my mama Christmas time, she'd have a bunch of extra presents in there on the washing machine, and somebody'd come by and visit, I'd give it to her. But I'd take about 5 minutes. Did you ever touch Monica Lewinsky? Now, Mr. Bittman, down south, we hug. You know, I mean, you always go up and hug people, whether it's a man or a woman, you hug. Could I have ever touched her? Well, yeah, I guess that's possible.
Early on August 17th, a media swarm enveloped the White House, anxiously awaiting the drama that was sure to unfold inside. Just before noon, the independent counsel team arrived. Once inside, Ken Starr was approached by David Kendall, the president's lawyer, and given a stark warning about what would happen if the president was asked humiliating questions.
We're only going to answer certain things, and if you try to get us to do more, we'll fight you to the knife. My reaction was, this is one great defense lawyer, but we have a job to do.
By the time we went in and spoke to the president, we had a lot of information, and the picture that we had was not a pretty one.
They now knew that Monica Lewinsky's blue dress could be conclusively linked to the president by DNA.
The blue dress obviously made it impossible for the president to deny that he had had some sexual contact with Monica Lewinsky.
Just before the president was going to give his grand jury testimony, Ken Starr decided that they had to tell the president and his lawyers that they had to dress. No prosecutor worth his salt would have ever told a target that they had a conclusive piece of evidence that if he lied about it would refute everything he said.
Everybody talks about